everybody, welcome back to IGN's E3 live show, streaming at you from e3.ign.com. Gears of War 2 made the term horde mode a household name, so let's see what Epic has for Gears of War 3. Take it away, Christine.
Thanks, Naomi. Gears of War 3 is back on the show today, but this time we're here to show you the all-new horde mode. Cliff Wilzinski's here with us today. Why don't you tell everybody at home what's new here?
I honestly don't know where to start because we've added so much stuff.
There's a lot new stuff.
We weren't the first ones to do a mode like this. I mean, if you go all the way back to Robotron or even Geometry Wars, there were modes where like enemies would just come after you. So we're like, how can we make this better? The first thing everybody wanted was boss monsters. So we added like, when you get to like wave 10, wave 20, wave 30, you get a Brumac coming out, you wind up with Berserkers coming out, all these crazy creatures that are really tough to take out. It's a great kind of cinematic moment in this multiplayer mode. Then we added fortifications. You can see in the B-roll that we've provided that you actually have these kind of ghost images of fences, of turrets, of decoys, things like that. And you wind up getting money when you take out the enemies. You can spend that money on weapons and fortifications in order to kind of make your defenses a little bit more impregnable. On top of all that, we have bonus objectives. So occasionally a bonus objective will show up and say, hey, get 6 headshots this wave and you get a loot drop. Loot drop hits, 8 boom shots for everybody, that kind of stuff. It winds up becoming a very addictive, very sticky mode, and I think it's going to be a big success.
What was the inspiration for this? Was it just you guys were playing a lot of tower defense and you're like, why don't we just incorporate
there
this
is a little bit of tower defense there because
Yeah.
and that's like the genre everybody's riffing on these days. If you notice, it's like tower defense meets Portal and stuff like that, right? So when you start off in this mode, you actually have to build your first tower. You have to build your first base. It's kind of like an RTS where you would deploy your MCV in order to say this is where we're going to deploy. So you build your first base, and if you're staying in that base, no enemies can spawn there. So the idea is to try and build as many as you can in order to get as many fortifications in order to kind of make the map locked down.
Yeah, and then as you're going along, you know, your fortifications will get degraded as you're playing, so you do have to upgrade them, and you have to repair them as you're going
along. Yeah, the Locust will essentially kind of beat down your fortifications if you have kind of like a barbed wire fence that'll eventually kind of decay, and you have to use money between rounds to either repair it or upgrade it. The other great thing is you can share money, so if I want to buy a silverback mech, I'm like, dude, I only have $5,000. You all have, you know, a grand apart. Like, hook me up with the money so we can actually have a mech and we can kick more ass. The thing about fortifications, though, is you can't build like a level 4 or 5 wall initially. You can only build a level 1, and the more you build, the more you wind up upgrading. So these are all locked in order to make players play more and encourage players to get other players in. So if I get the guy who gets the laser fences, he's desirable in my match.
Cool. And there's still 50 rounds here, correct?
Yep, still 50 rounds. And I mean, you can still play, you know, like if you want to play just 10, you can do that. And then after every so many rounds, you wind up with the Locust getting stronger, you wind up with them getting double damage, you wind up with them getting more health, all that kind of stuff. So it's an increasing ramp of difficulty as you proceed.
Now in the beta, you guys had some really fun mutators like Big Head mode.
Yep.
Will that be making an appearance in Horde at all?
Absolutely, absolutely. The mutators are great. Big Head's amazing because it's not only does it make the heads big, it makes the hands and the feet big, and it pitches the voice up. But we also have several other mutators, such as a flower blood mutator that you can unlock, so the blood turns into flowers. We also have an 80s laugh track.
Oh, nice.
Yes, this is actually an exclusive I'm giving you right now. So you can enable this in Horde mode or in the campaign. You have to unlock it, by the way. You can't play the regular game normally like that. So once you unlock that, you blow up an enemy, you hear the crowd applaud, you hear them go, ooh, ha, 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 and it provides this kind of crazy, like, natural born killers type irony to the situation.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all the time we have right now.
Great.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Cliff.
Thanks for having me.
If you guys at home, you know, you want to play Gears of War 3, it'll be out this September for you. Back to you, Naomi.
All right, thanks a lot. And as a quick reminder, if you guys want some exclusive video and content, be sure to friend us on Facebook. Coming next, we have a game for all you shooter fans. Get set and ready for Rage.